I got to light my cigarette for this one, smokers. Because
Yeah.
Miss Lady, you now I wish I had a blunt to smoke to this because
Good.
you on my. Actually, when I started this, you was one of the first people I came in mind with when I started doing interviews that I wanted to interview.
Really?
Yes, yes, yes. Multiple reasons, but two reasons in particular. One, um, your lineage in the game.
Yeah.
Um, you was a trendsetter because you were doing content creation. You were doing what they're doing in this era. You were doing it back then when it was not normal.
That's right. That's right.
And two, you know how fucking bad I wanted to shoot with your sexy ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, yes,
Ooh.
yes. I remember busted baby dolls, um,
Yes.
all that shit and everything, man.
And
And
mm,
hey, with you, how the girls of today different from the girls that came in with you?
mm, how are they different? Let's see. Um, Work is different.
Mhm.
I would definitely say OnlyFans changed a lot. The whole fan sites, it changed a
Yeah.
lot from where I came from.
Mhm.
Um, I would say they work hard. The ladies, they work very hard. To be a content creator now, you have to be fast paced. You're working throughout the day. Like it's like team no sleep when it comes down to that. So how are they different?
Yeah.
They're fast. they're energetic.
Mhm.
And it's not to say that, my time period, like we wasn't like that, but we just didn't have to be like that.
No, no.
You know?
Yeah,
But
because to me, I think we focus more on the quality than the quantity. Now they focus more on the quantity than the quality. But we
right.
were kind of forced to do that because the
Yeah,
way the game was set up back then. People
right.
people just don't realize it wasn't as easy to get in as they thought.
No, it wasn't. Not back then.
Oh
Not
no,
back
oh
then. You
no.
had to be somebody. And if you wasn't somebody by yourself, you had to know somebody.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
you wake up in the morning and you got a cell phone. You that person.
And
You
plus,
working. That's it.
you ladies held us to a higher standard than what the girls hold
Oh
them.
yeah.
Because
Oh
let's keep it
yeah.
one. If a dude brought a cell phone to your ass back in the day, I already know what you would have said.
Right. And that's if he had the opportunity to even come to me. For real, for real.
Oh
Because it
yes.
wasn't like that.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. But we're gonna get to that to a second. Let me speak to my smokers real quick to get this out the way. What's going on, smokers? And welcome to a very special episode of the Smokers Lounge. You know who I am. I'm Kevin Arvin Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. You can find me with one link, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. Four sponsors to tell you about that love us to death. I'm gonna do it quickly. The first one being eroticismmagazine.com. Go get a subscription. Next up, blusherotica.com. Go get a subscription. And for you people that love candles, the Kinky Candle Company. Whether you like it for the smell or you want to do some freaky shit, they got you covered. Esty, link in the description. And for your legal needs, I got the sexy, lovely lady from Charlotte, the queen of law herself, Mitchell Ferrari. So go check out the link. She's on Facebook and Instagram. Any of your legal needs, she got you covered, and she's official. Also, check me out 5 days out the week on fullswapradio.com. Also, check me out on skyhighdarkdb.com as well as the BGP LLC app. Now, I normally I let them, say their name, but no, this female here, nah. She she's a fucking legend, trendsetter, one of the nastiest, freakiest, sluttiest BBWs in the history of the fucking porn business, people. She was independent and was working with the big dogs. You've seen her every fucking where. And trust me, you will never forget her because that hair, that color, that booty and that smile is legendary. I'm talking about none other than Beverly Blue. Say hello to the smokers, please.
Hello, hello. Thanks for
Yes,
having me.
no doubt. Because the first time I saw you was busted, and I was like, wow,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
And and with you, how long have you been in this business so the people can know?
Hmm. I would say I started around 2008.
Mm, mm,
Yeah,
okay.
definitely. It's been a minute. It's
Oh
been a
yes.
minute.
In 2008, understand, ladies weren't doing content. It was about getting them paid gigs and getting to
Absolutely.
Hollywood, getting the
Yes.
covers, and getting on Black Tails magazine and Big Butts magazines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what got Beverly Blue in the business?
Well, before I got into the business, MySpace was popping back then. I was actually remixing music back then. And
Mm,
I had my MySpace page and I was talking about doing music, but I
mm,
never went to the studio or knew anybody in the studio. So
mm.
A&Rs was hitting me up and stuff, and I'm like, oh man, I don't got no music. And then finally, a producer in New York had hit me up to do a scene. And
Mm,
around the same time, it was some big girl strip parties going on in New York. And I'm
mm,
like, all of this stuff is just coming into my view. And I'm like,
mm,
I never did nothing like that. Um, and for me, like I'm a Libra and I'm all about living my best life. You only live once, so try it. So around that time, that was opportunities that was presented to me. And
mm,
also being online, I was able to see other BBWs that had already kind of like paved the way and was out there being very sexy,
mm.
productive and attractive. And around that time, we didn't see that. That wasn't an everyday thing to
Oh
see
no.
a very sexy big girl, just embracing her curves, wearing short poom poom shorts and her belly out.
Mm,
So back then it was busty baby dolls and a clip for you to lick. It was very popular
mm,
sites where you was able to see that. And I always been like into pictures, taking pictures, looking cute
mm,
and having my own style and fashion. And I was like, I want to do this. So when I made the choice, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the strip party and I'm gonna turn that shit out. I'm gonna do a floor show, and the next day, whatever happens, happens. I
mm,
did that. Then when it came down to the scene that I did at the studio, I'm like, if I go do a porn scene, which it was a head scene, if I go suck this man's dick on film, I have to go
mm,
hard. Like it's no, oh, I just sucked dick to get some money today.
mm,
No, I gotta make this into something. And that's what
mm.
I did.
Oh my goodness. So let's unpack the party first, right? Because I always love packing everybody's first entry into it. You know. Now, had you ever did a strip party, dance party, anything of that nature before? I know you can throw down the dance floor because
Yes, I did. I was big time. Once I did that party in New York, I
mm,
turned New York out. Like I
oh
was
yes,
the
you did.
girl for the city of New York. I was at every BBW party. I was on the flyers. Like between the strip party and the video, my name just went everywhere. YouTube had started up around then. That's before
Mm-hmm.
all the community standards, and I was into always into promoting myself. So I got up on YouTube, I'm shaking ass, and like every city knew me. Every city.
Oh yeah, because people don't realize how big the BBW parties was to the business.
Yeah,
Especially you can get your name in the circuit. I mean, I saw you from Memphis to Atlanta to California. It was, yeah,
absolutely.
period. And with you, after you did the shoot, because I think that probably was with Larell your first time.
Yes.
Oh, okay then. So how did you started gaining more shoots? Because was you starting to do content? Because you wasn't doing content just then yet.
Right.
So of course now the step is getting more pay gigs. How did you go about that? Period.
Well, honestly, I always been, like I said, self motivated, and
Mm-hmm.
my thing was, if I take a step and help somebody make some money, I want that money to come back to me.
Mm,
You know, I help you make 1,000, I want to make 10,000 off that little thousand. You know,
mm,
so whatever I put out, I always had
mm,
something more for my fans to come back to. So
mm,
between me doing a shoot for somebody else, my fans come looking for me. I got a lot of private videos that I'm doing for them.
mm,
But
mm,
ultimately, just being out on the scene, I
mm,
was at every event that was going on. People, you know, they was coming up to me like, "Oh, hey, I know you. I seen you, such and such." So they admired me for me being myself, you know. So they
mm.
always had like some type of opportunity that they wanted me to be a part of.
Yeah. So now, like I said, you did your first BJ scene. Eventually, you end up doing your first boy girl scene.
Yeah,
So with that being said, now you got to deal with a dude. Of course, you have to deal with a dude when it comes to sucking his dick, but it's different between
yeah,
sucking a dick and getting fucked.
yeah.
So it's like, with what did the male talent? Because this is a paid gig. You don't necessarily know who you're dealing with. So now you got to kind of develop chemistry quickly in the whole nine. What's some of the things that this male talent did that helped develop chemistry between y'all two so this scene can go well?
You know what? You don't always develop chemistry, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I think one thing about me, I don't need chemistry because I look at it as work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only but so much chemistry that can happen when it comes down to work, you
Mm-hmm.
know, especially for scenes. My thing is be respectful. I'm not into that jackrabbit fucking that hardcore shit like that. You gonna respect my shit. So if number one, I always check out the work. So if I see
Yeah.
that you're that type, I'm gonna have a conversation with you. Like, look, I don't like that. That don't get my pussy wet. So
Yeah.
you gotta slow it
And
down.
two, it don't
So
make
we
the scene look any better. Because you
good.
got to be able to change up the pace within the scene. Because also the shots that they want to see is how much is Beverly taking of this dick, and we can't see that if you going Jackrabbit.
Right, right. Some people is into that, so I have to make sure, like, you know, check their work. I always check their
Mm,
work. So for me, checking their work and seeing how they fuck other people is already the
mm,
chemistry for me. I don't
mm,
even care about the chemistry on scene or when I see you, because I already done seen what you could do, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll fuck him. I'm good with that. He fucks alright. He know how to handle a big girl, you know. So it was good already.
So was you surprised how quickly your career grew? You feel what I'm saying? Because from my memory, I saw you on Busted, and next thing you know, you just popped up fucking everywhere.
You know
You
what?
popped up everywhere. I'm like, damn.
It's true. You know, I never looked at it like that. Honestly speaking, after all these years, I would say within the last 2 years, I really just recognized who I really am.
Mhm.
And that's so crazy because like when I step outside, they like, oh yeah, she's a star, she's a celeb, she's this, she's that. And I'm just like, I'm just me, you
Mhm.
know, but it is true that I did a lot. My name been everywhere. And I'm just happy. I love what I do.
So now, when within your career you started doing your own content, meaning putting content out, you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying, and filming for yourself, period. Because like I said, even back then, like I said, to keep it 100, females wanted to get paid. To them, content trade was fucking for free. I done heard that too many times back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't fuck for free. I was like, oh, okay, I understand, period. Or they did it to boost their, you know what, the meet and greets. It
Yeah.
keeps it 100 here, or what have you. So with you, you started doing content. You're one of the first BBWs that was doing content. Let's make that clear.
Yeah.
I do remember that. So what made you switch and shift to that lane?
Um, you know what? I was bigger back then. So
Mm-hmm.
what happened was I started getting a lot of clients from meet and greets
Mm-hmm.
that was into like fetishes. And it kind of opened that door between the clients that was into fetishes and doing phone sex online. And it was like, wow, these people freaky. You know, I was exposed to some shit between that phone line and the meet and greets, and I was like, wow.
You
And with my
yes.
size,
The
it
people do
was
not
like,
realize how freaky. some of these fans could be in these meetings.
Very, very. So that kind of like opened a whole different door of my fan base. And I'm like, I got guys loving my belly. And I'm like, all right, well, let's shake this shit for them. Let me lift this motherfucker. And
Yeah,
it just became that I wasn't just fucking and sucking. My whole body became, a money maker.
yeah.
So I loved it. It was and that's what it was. Getting into the whole fetish scene
Mhm,
opened a lot of doors of creating that type of content and doing a
mhm.
lot of customized videos for people.
Yeah, because even with me, I do remember you're one of the first BBWs that was dibbling in fetish.
Yeah.
Period. You were in fetish when there was no such thing to dibble into.
Yeah.
Period. Especially with video or what have you. So now, please tell people what you had to go through to put your content out versus how easy it is today. Because it was a little different task for us back then.
Yeah. So back then we had it was a few like content sites up, but they
Yeah.
wasn't as popular and known as these sites
Yes.
are now. And actually a lot of the sites from back then are still here
Mhm.
and now they're becoming overpopulated. Like I just saw
Yeah.
one of the sites that's been around for years. They just upgraded their whole website. It looks amazing. And
Mhm.
now a lot of people's on there. But for
Mhm.
me, I've been there from back then. And what it is like, I feel like now the worlds is just like colliding. They all coming together.
Mhm.
Like back then, yeah, you had the porn scene, the BBWs that was mainstream on the scene, but there was
Mhm.
I guess you could say like an underground scenery too, a local scenery too.
Mhm.
And I was a part of every scene. I seen an opportunity. I wanted a part of that. When I
Mhm.
found out about doing phone sex, I want some of that. When I
Mhm.
found out, oh, get up on this site, you can sell videos. And I did that back in what 2007, 2008. And guess
Yeah.
what? Those videos are still selling. Low grade quality from back then
Mhm.
on those cameras is still selling to this day. Like I still
Mhm.
get a check from back then. So I really was doing this from way back then. I be telling everybody like I really get a check from an old ass video.
Yeah.
Having videos is something huge. That's
Mhm.
something huge. Like that's money that will always be made. Even if you say, "Oh, I don't want to do this no more," you can always have that check coming in if you pave the way and keep your name. Build your name, build your brand. That's what matters.
Yeah, because the thing about it is what people don't realize what old is new. If they haven't seen it, that's one thing.
That's
And then
right.
also to speak to having a deep catalog. Cause see, you have a deep catalog. You feel what I'm saying? So you can reintroduce shit when you feel like it.
Yes.
And it's like new. You get what I'm saying? So speak to having a deep catalog.
Yes. Yes. So like I've did a little bit of everything. Foot fetishes, belly fetish.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I got like a Frank video, hot dog video up on one of these sites. And I meet people and they like, I saw that video. I got people that ask for some crazy things to happen with pizza and all type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like don't just do things for the money and don't do something that you'll be embarrassed about 5, 10 years ago. Don't do something
Mm-hmm.
that you don't really want to do. Experiment with things that you're comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Guys will buy videos of you just brushing your teeth, of you spitting on the floor, okay, you taking a piss. So explore,
Mm-hmm.
your everyday life. If you work out every day, shit, make that into a video.
Yeah.
Let people see you getting dressed. So that's what it's really all about. I think someone that can expand from just getting fucked every day or every scene and do a little bit of everything, they're the ones that's going to be successful and not have to like, I guess, drain yourself, lose
Mm-hmm.
all your energy and just be washed up later on. Cause that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
work fucking all day.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because to me, I tell females, your site has to be diverse. It just can't be just boy girl or
Yeah,
you just straight fuck. You gotta have a little role play with that. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some fetish because you don't want to
absolutely.
leave nothing on the table so much.
Yeah.
And if there's something that you leave on the table, You better be so damn good we forgot that you left it
Yes, yes,
there.
yes. I told a girl that recently too, that I was kicking it with. I told her, I said, you know, I saw her video and I said, bring in like, because it was just straight getting fucked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is boring. Period. It's boring. I don't want to see you
Thank
just
you for
get
saying
fucked.
that. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, I
Go
don't
ahead.
want to see that myself. And I'm like, you know, the way content is now, you want to get as much as you can in a scene. Because
Mm-hmm.
that scene could either sell as one scene or you could break that shit up into three scenes if you do it right. You know, so I
Mm-hmm.
said, look up some fetishes, find a fetish that you may be comfortable with, and bring that to your work. You know, bring that
Mm-hmm.
to your scene. Start off the scene like that, or in the scene like that, or put it in the middle and give it some life into your scenes. I said that way you
Mm-hmm.
got people that want to see you get fucked, and you got people that want to see you do this fetish. And I said, for
Mm-hmm.
example, I did a scene recently. I had on some socks that was really cute. I told my cameraman, yeah, make sure you capture these socks in this scene. This is important. I want to target the foot fetish people, the sock lovers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's
Yeah.
important for this scene specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because people don't realize it's little things that make a scene great and sell it.
Yeah.
Period. Whether it's what you're wearing. Um, like I always laugh and I joke about it, but I'm dead serious. You don't see girls wear heels in scenes hardly no more. You came
True.
from an era where that was a
Big. That was
commonplace.
big. You would get sent home if you ain't have heels back then. Get out of here. Yup, you
Yeah.
would get sent home. Absolutely. They'll be like, you know what, cancel the whole shoot. You got to go. No shoes?
Yeah.
Is you
But see, they
crazy?
didn't get that that is sexy as fuck if you're getting fucked in heels. I am
Yeah.
sorry, especially if the heels look real good on the feet. Oh my
Yes.
God, I'm
Yes.
sorry. You know, and plus it makes you stand out and make the calves look a little more muscular, and stuff of
Yes.
that nature, what have you. And plus, girls don't do pretty girl pictures as much anymore.
Yes, that's true. That's true. I think a lot of stuff done it lost its quality of, I guess, being I don't know what's the word. Like it's just home. It's not always homemade, but it gives homemade.
Yeah, I get what you're
It's
saying.
not giving studio quality anymore.
Yeah.
Like before, it was like, oh, I can't shoot. Like for me, I'll be honest. This whole fan site shit is
Yeah.
hard for me
Mm-hmm.
because at home I don't feel like I want to do what I do because I'm
Yeah.
at home. I'm in my comfort of
Yeah.
my home. I'm relaxed. I'm chill. And when I do shit, I like to look like the star, the diva. So for
Yeah.
me to have to transform every day to entertain a fan club, a fan
Yeah.
site, that's a lot of work and it's very draining. That's why I hate this whole new fan site generation lifestyle, whatever the hell it is. I hate
Cause, cause
it.
look, she can identify when I say this. We did less and made more. Y'all do more and
Absolutely.
make less.
Yes, they work so hard. I be drained just thinking about all the work they do that it's like, oh damn, I have to do this and that and the third every day to keep up with what they're doing. I
Yeah.
can't do it.
No.
I can't. I cannot do it. I done tried it and drove me crazy. I be taking a month break here and there, like, ugh. But my fans love me. Shout out to
Mhm,
my fans because they done supported me
mhm.
over the years. They know when I go MIA, I'll be right back.
Yeah, but it's like this. You develop longevity and you develop a very strong base. You know what I'm saying? Cause I tell everybody it's a marathon, not a sprint. The money
Yeah.
is made over time.
Yep.
Because what you want it to be is you making money in your fucking sleep.
Yep.
Period. You want to see you be getting checks you forgot about. Like, damn, wait a second, I'm on this site.
Yo, for real, for
I
real.
might need to promote that. You know what I'm saying? So it like with you, but also you're not just depending upon the content.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? Speak to ladies being diverse within the business.
Yes. So I would say what one thing that had happened for me these last couple of years being on social media, I've got a lot of followers where I'm an influencer on social media. I
Mm-hmm.
have like a few people hitting me up from different sites when they launch their sites. They'll send me what is it? I wouldn't say a gift, but a sign up bonus.
Mm,
I'll get paid to promote other people's sites and things like that. So I would say, like, yes, do your adult entertainment, but make sure you as a person is shining online also. Allow
mm,
social media to get to know you, because social media is huge. And that's outside of the adult part. You need to make a name for yourself on the safer work side, Instagram, TikTok, things like that. Allow these people to get to see who you are. Because even our fan base, they don't want to just get to see our pussy spread. Like, who pussy is this? What is this pussy about? Do this pussy like steak sometime? Does she eat shrimp? So
I
it
look. I was
matters.
look. I was saying on my show. I said it's nothing more disappointing than I go on a girl page, a beautiful girl page, and all she got is video of her sucking dick and getting fucked.
Yes,
No even good shot selfies. And I'm like, don't you want to be marketable outside of porn?
right,
Period. I
right.
think what was lost is, but what you ladies understood to be a sex symbol. Y'all sell sex, not
Yeah,
fucking. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? Please explain to my
absolutely.
smokers what I mean by that.
Absolutely. That's one of my major things when I do a scene. When I show up for my scene and I'm participating, fucking, sucking, whatever I'm doing, I'm not doing it for who I'm with at that moment. I'm doing it for the person that's going to watch my video. I'm doing it for the person that's going to watch my video in 5, 10 years. When you see me on the camera, I am selling everything, like the way I move, the way I talk, the way I look, everything. I am selling sex like through the air, the way I touch the person, everything. It's not just about me spreading my legs. Being sexy is not just the way you dress, it's the way you talk, it's the way you move your body, it's the way you like just arch your body. It's just
Yeah.
everything. So I'm all about giving that during the scene. And I'm gonna talk my shit too. I'm gonna talk my shit. You're gonna be like, damn, I don't even have to see her getting fucked, because you're gonna hear this shit. You're gonna hear me talk my shit, and you're gonna be like, God damn. You may not even like big girls, but you're gonna be like, God damn, I wanna fuck her. So sex appeal is everything. You have to know your body. You have to own your body. It's not even about your shape. It's not about your size, because you got people that slim and trim, the baddest bitches, and they're not confident. You have to own confidence. You have to love yourself from inside and love all your flaws. And that's one of the things that's my number one thing that has worked for me, because I was 440 pounds in this industry. 440 pounds and making money. Okay. And men that didn't even like big girls was spending money on me, So it's like, that's what
That's the
it
funny thing. That's the funny thing to hear. Be like, look, normally I don't get with big girls, but damn, girl, you just so fucking fine.
is. Yes. Yes. People from out the country, everything. It was like, really, And I just never had a problem with my size, because I owned my size. I love
Yeah.
the skin I'm in, and I want to make sure I look good. I'm gonna dress good. I'm gonna smell good. And that's really important. Your hygiene. Some women don't take care of their hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard stories, and that's not cool.
I didn't, yeah. My 15 years of being a military, yeah, I have some stories.
Yeah, I've heard some stories. I heard
Yeah,
that.
but see, the thing about it also, um, they don't understand how much physical taxing our shoots be. I talk about
Mhm.
that a lot. Because I
Mhm.
always say that the men, our job as male talents is to put y'all in position to look good. Period. At the same token, what have you. Speak to when it comes to a shoot, how much more physical it is than you just having regular sex.
Woo, some people don't know, especially men. Throughout the years, I'll get guys like, "Oh yeah, I could be a porn star. You should let me do a scene." I'm like, y'all don't even know what it is. Okay. First of all, a lot of these guys don't even know how to be in the proper position for a big girl or for the cameras. Okay. But on scene, it's a lot of work. Sometimes the
Yeah.
scene is broken up into multiple scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to stop if the guy gets soft. help him get up a little bit, or he help himself. It's like me, I get hot. I get super hot. I start sweating my makeup. And then it's like I can't have a fan on because the sound, can't have the air on because the sound. So I gotta cool off and get all the sweat off. And then we starting up. It's a lot of work. It's not, oh, we're fucking, we're making love, and it's just a straight situation, and it's so perfect. It's okay. Let's get this angle. It's okay. Let's get this angle. It's all right. Here's the money shot. Boom, boom, boom. So it's work.
Yeah.
It's work.
Yeah.
Do we enjoy our work? Of course, we enjoy our work, but we're doing it in ways that we got to make sure it looks good for our fan base.
How often have you orgasmed during the scene?
You know what? If I did, it may have been honestly, it may
Honestly.
have been recently, maybe just one time. I am not an easy person to please. I am not. And that's because I'm very mentally stimulated. And for me in my personal life, I have to really connect with the person to go there. And that's what makes it easy for me to do porn and sex work, because we're not going there. So I could go fuck you and you'll feel like I fucking love you. You'll think I want to be your wife, your baby mother, all that, because I'm gonna fuck you so good like that. And yeah, my pussy gonna get wet, but it's not there. I'm not there yet.
Yeah, because you're always thinking when you're filming. Because especially if you're professional with it and you've been doing it for a minute, you're making sure you keep position of the camera, where the camera is. Period. As a male talent, we're steering the scene. We're deciding when we're gonna switch position half the damn time.
Right.
Period. So I'm sitting there, she riding my dick. You think I'm enjoying it? Yes, I'm enjoying it. I'm also thinking, what position we doing next year? Okay, have we done
Right.
yet? Have we done missionary? Have I put on the table yet?
Yeah.
Period. Speak to how much thinking goes while in the scene you kind of do sometimes.
Definitely always thinking, making sure that our position is right. Recently I had a scene and the guy wasn't, properly giving the camera space. So for me, it's like, I got to make sure he's doing right. I can't just stop him. So what I would do is just use my hands to try to shift his body a little bit. So it's like we working together. It's teamwork regardless of what. Like, you may not know what I'm thinking, but read my body language, read my eyes. So it's a forever thinking thing. And then like I said, I'm fucking you, but I'm really trying to fuck the person who's watching this video for years later. So for me, I'm making sure, what would this person want to hear that's watching me right now? Oh yeah, fuck my pussy. Take this pussy, baby. So that's what I'm thinking about. Like, what would they want to hear? What do my fans love? Oh, squeeze my belly deeper. So that's where my mind is at.
Y'all see why I love New York girls. That damn accent, and they be moaning. Oh my God, it's beautiful. So shoot, now we about to really, really, really have a little bit of fun real quick before I get to the meat of the matter. And question, all right, for my fans, for the people that are new, are you into anal?
Oh, me? I am. Yes, I enjoy that
Oh
very
my
much.
goodness.
Yeah.
So do you remember your first anal scene?
Do I? Do I even have? Oh, yes, I do. I did do one in Vegas. It was
Oh, so you've
cool.
done one on camera.
Just one, just one. I
Just
need
one.
some more though. I do. I do
so
need some
so
more.
so for you, is it because you don't want to kill the shock value? That's why you haven't done more?
You know what? What it really was, that everything that I had going on was just enough.
Yeah.
All those years. But like I said, right now it's like, oh, you gotta step up. You gotta step up and step up. You gotta show up. I gotta act a fool.
Man, I mean, these girls are getting into anal, BDSM, bondage.
They're
I'm
doing
like, that shit, you didn't see that much. Like, you didn't see, people don't realize you didn't really see BDSM back then. You barely saw anal. let alone
Right.
interracial.
Right. It was definitely one of those underground activities, low
Yeah,
key. It was happening. It was on the hush hush. Now it's just out there. Like when we log on to fucking Twitter,
yeah.
that's a whole different world that's just moving crazy fast. We ain't
Mm.
have that exposure back then, okay? I get up on Twitter, it's assholes spread open on my timeline. And some of the assholes ain't even women. It's a wild world. It's
Oh my God! Trust me,
a wild
my
world.
it like it. People don't realize a lot of stuff is on my feed now was not back when I started the game. When I
Yeah,
first,
it wasn't. Now it's
oh,
just it's like an open platform. You wake up and you want to do the freakiest thing in the world. You go and you do it. And not only are you doing it, you throwing it on Twitter.
mm.
I can't do all that. You know,
I mean,
I'm still
and
pay per view.
and even today, like content houses, we didn't have that like back then. You know,
We
it's so many
did.
things that developed in this game that it'd be scary if we had it back then.
It
It'd be
would.
scary.
It
Ooh.
would. It definitely would. And it's so much going on now. I don't think where we come from was ready for that. I
No.
don't think we would have been able to handle it. And especially when it comes down to being safe, I don't think we had well, we didn't. We didn't have as much access to being safe that we do now. So
Yeah.
now it's like, okay, we can make this work if we want it to work, but back then it would have been a hot mess.
Oh no, because think about it. Even to the point, health department was not an issue. We got tested every 30 days. Now,
Hmm.
shit, you better be you doing 14 to 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn near
Right.
every other week. That's why I'm looking at these motherfuckers that be
Seriously.
filming every other week. I'm like,
Seriously.
I hope y'all making that money. God damn. That
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that.
Ooh. Mm. So interesting that she just gave me. See, this how I know that this lady is a podcaster. She's a personality. She knows what she does because she actually gave me a segue to where I want to ask her in the first place. I think about the ladies that you came in with, the class that you came in with that year.
Okay.
You're still around.
Yes.
How?
Yes.
How? That's the question.
Um,
Because you came in with some heavy hitters, and you was one of them. But now Beverly Blue is still around. I can't find them.
right. You know what it is for me, and it's the truth. I love what I do. Me being in this industry is not, oh, I need to make money. It's, oh, I'm expressing my true sexuality, my true self. This is who I am. If I wasn't doing this for the world to see, this would be me in my everyday life. Oh, I wake up today. You know what? I want to go out and meet a female. You know what? Damn, I want to get my pussy licked. Damn, I want some anal. Shit, let me find me a dude to come give me some motherfucking anal sex. It's me being me. I am like open minded. I'm free spirited. I love what I do. I love sex. I love the art of sex. It's not even just about getting fucked. It's about everything. Talk to me dirty. Let me talk to you dirty. It's about every part of sex that I love.
Yeah.
Um, I think a lot of people that came in with me, some people was in situations where they had no other opportunities, where they just needed this to make money. It was a lot of people there to fill their ears. Oh, come do this, you can make money, rah rah rah. You know, fake pimping, things like that or whatever. And they was kind of like forced into it, through struggle or whatever it was. And they made a way, they made it work for them. But was it what they really desired? Was it what they was really passionate about? I don't think a lot of them were. Some people probably couldn't handle the stress of the ups and downs, because if you don't got your game laid out, you don't got your fan base laid out, what you got to depend on if this is just it? And I think some people may have reached moments where it's like, oh my gosh, I don't got no money coming in. I don't know what to do. You know what? I'm quitting this whole shit. I'm gonna go do something else. Let me go get a real job. Fuck all this. Because you may have seen some people pop back up years later.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. I
Yeah,
started seeing some old heads pop back up about this piece.
right.
And see,
So it's like,
also, what people don't realize is y'all outlasted the companies that was booking y'all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's true. It's true. Which
But
is so crazy because it's
I mean, I'm
true.
saying because I was just saying thinking the last one that tried to do internet was Invasive Angles, and he failed so miserably. He just gave up. And I was like,
Yeah.
damn. And I just saw how the people don't realize how much going to Hollywood and the one thing I think these ladies will never experience that you got the experience. And we're gonna talk about that real quick. The first time you walked into one of them stores and saw your face on the cover. Let's go.
It was crazy. It was crazy. It was in New York. It was just like, that's me? Nah, that can't be me. It's been real crazy. Like, just seeing myself, even with traveling,
Mm,
years ago when I used to take Greyhound, I was sitting on the bus, minding my business. A guy
mm.
sat next to me and he said, I know you. I'm like, well, you don't know me. And that was one of the last times I took Greyhound. I was like, oh,
Yeah, oh no,
shit, I'm on Greyhound. You know me? Yeah. And then the airport is just like, wow. And mind you, I'm over here thinking I'm just a regular person living my regular life in my head.
yeah,
And it took my friends recently, like I was in Mexico, one of my homegirls, and she like such and such celebrity incident. I'm like, celebrity? Let's just look at my girl. Like, and I had to really realize that shit, like, especially when I come home. One of my sisters, she told me, she said, stop tagging your location on social media and stuff like that, like, where you live. And I'm just thinking it's some regular thing. And when she said that, I had to really like
yeah.
really
You
take
you you
that
are a celebrity
yeah,
because you have a fan base that speaks that. You feel what I'm saying? Period.
yeah.
And in many ways culturally relevant, straight up. Because like I said, even the point, let's make this clear. She been in the game so long, she caught the MILF wave. Is that real? And I know that was great too. Like, well, damn, I'm still could be relevant in MILF era
Yes, yes.
because you started young.
I did. I did. I really did. Like, even right now, they're like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm grown. How old do I look? I guess it depends on how I'm dressed or how I do my hair. I got, under 30 and shit. I'm like, oh, I like that number.
Oh,
I've been
now,
30 online for a couple of years though.
but see, the thing about it is kind of like I said, it's the ladies in the era understood if you're going to make money in this business, you have to look like money.
Absolutely.
Period. And it's not just with the wardrobe, it's also with your marketing, the pictures that you take, how you post, the whole nine. And a lot of that got lost in this era because we used to build anticipation for our scenes. They don't even do that no more. They just
Mm-hmm.
drop it,
Yeah.
period. And it's kind of like to you, how can I put this? Did you did you assimilate fully or did you just assimilate partly? As in, okay, I'll do some of what these motherfuckers doing now, but I ain't about to do all that shit.
You know what? I will say that I have done some of what they do. The whole, oh, just take a picture here, just post it and stuff.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work for me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
learning through trial and error how to deal with what's happening now. And I'm like, it don't work for me. I need to crop my picture. I need to fix the color. I need to fix the lighting, and that's actually what's have been like I be delayed with trying to get shit out, because I need to make sure it looks like how I would want to present myself. So I have had content, photos, or even videos that I just threw out there over the years, and I'm like looking back at it like, ugh, I don't like that. That's not my quality work, So recently I had to make a decision like, okay, post what you really desire, take your time, either they're gonna get with it or that's it. Like, there's always new fans that's gonna respect it. And I had to also come to the conclusion too, because I noticed like over the years you got people that are come join your sites, come buy content and stuff, but they're not here for the long term. They don't
Mhm.
really love you. They like what they see, they want a little piece of you, and they're gonna go to the next chick. I had to realize that I'm servicing my true fan base. My
Mhm.
true fan base knows what I'm bringing to the table. They're gonna be patient if I need extra time, and they're gonna be here when I drop whatever I drop. So I had to say to myself, I don't need multiple people. I need my true fans.
Yeah, because I said this before. Don't talk to me about followers. Talk to me about subscribers.
Right, right,
Period.
right.
Because at the end of the day, following is for free.
Yep. Yeah. Yes. And that these people they ask for so much for so low. And I'm like, no, I cannot. I cannot. You're gonna put some respect and some money on my name. And that's with I would say every part of the industry in the adult entertainment industry that you got people trying to get so much for so little because of what's happening. But if you want someone like me, you gotta spend properly.
Especially the fact that you're a legend. You get what I'm
Mm,
saying? I mean, you got well over a decade and some change
yes,
in this
definitely.
business. So you know what I'm saying? You're a published model. Been on
Yep.
a couple of magazines, other DVDs. So yeah, you shit. You you Beyonce prices right now. What the hell we talking?
Yes. Shit, I got slippers selling for 4 digits going on, okay? Like for real, for real.
I'm saying so. Yeah, people. I think I didn't held this gorgeous lady up here long enough, but you know what I got to do before she go. I got to ask her the $1 million question. Can I call you a smoke buddy, Miss Blue?
You can.
She say no more. So we're
Yes.
going to bring her back to the Smokers Lounge, and hopefully, if she's down and willing, we're going to bring her to the Premium Smoke Room on Loyal Fans. You
Ooh.
know what that means, people. It gets more provocative, it gets more crazy, it gets more wild, it gets more unpredictable. Optional. The titties might come out. Dildo might pop out. You know that you
Ooh.
should subscribe. It's 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. 3 sexy hostesses for you to fall in love with. And we drop stuff every freaking week. And you can go over to my Triple X store and see me give these ladies that work. You know what I'm saying? So everything that I talk about in these podcasts, I actually fucking did it in living. So
Okay.
you know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe there. And for my people on Spotify, I ain't forgot about you. Savage Smoke. That's where it's all about the men. I talk to the hottest and the legends, newbie, whatever, the dudes. We talk and we really give it up about the industry from a male perspective. Because y'all hear from the women, but y'all don't get to hear from us. So we really get to chop it up and give you that real smoke. Subscribe on Spotify for that. So I'm going to shut up and let Miss Blue tell you where you can spend that hard-earned money of yours on her, so y'all can keep her smiling.
Hey, visit my official website, beverlyblue.com. Visit my other site, beverlybluefans.com, to subscribe to my fan sites. And of course, you can visit my official porn site, Beverly Blue XXX at beverlybluexxx.com. I was thinking of my email just now. So Beverly Blue, I'm all over, baby. Google me.
Yes, and she done earned that Google, people. So
Hey.
we at the end of another wonderful episode. So with that being said, I end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? You haven't learned anything. Smoke this over. Wiggle, wiggle, jiggle, jiggle, and tell them goodbye, Miss Blue.
Bye bye. Until later, actually.
Yeah.